Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Spectre Approved podcast, a podcast where three friends play a game where we shoot balls with a cannonball. I'm your host, Adam Forrester, and I'm joined once again by Fenris.
That's me. And we also have a guest speaker today. Would the guest speaker like to introduce themselves?
It's me. It's
Mario.
Mario. Hi, I'm Dalton. I'm from the Steam Machine podcast. How you doing?
He's the one that I gush about at the end of every episode about his amazing music.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes. I'm happy to be here, man. I love this game, so it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Dalton's on as well because this was his Patreon recommendation for us to play. And that game was Serious Sam, The First Encounter, which was developed by independent Croatian studio Crow Team and released in March 2001 for PC. The small team wanted to make a shooter that went against the grain of its time. Fast-paced arena-style combat with huge hordes of enemies rather than more cinematic, story-driven design. Core Team built its own serious engine from scratch so it could handle the massive number of enemies on screen simultaneously, wide outdoor arenas, and blistering action without slowdown on hardware. The protagonist, Serious Sam Stone, was conceived as a deliberate parody of action heroes, overconfident and delightfully tongue-in-cheek. And the game was published by a gathering of developers called God Games, which allowed Crow Team creative freedom. Upon release, Serious Sam was praised for its old-school gameplay, open levels, and relentless waves of enemies. It was critically acclaimed upon release. Metacritic gave it an average of 87 out of 100 based on 31 critic reviews. GameSpot gave it high praise and Game of the Year for PC honors in 2001. And it received multiple nominations for Technical Achievement, Best Action Game, and more from outlets like IGN, GameSpy, and Electric Playground. While detailed global sales for the original 2001 release were limited, it sold 83,000 copies in the US by October 2001, according to NPD data. The game's success was enough to spawn sequels, remakes, and long-lasting franchise popularity, ultimately leading to modern remasters like Serious Sam HD, The First Encounter, which came out in 2009. However, this had updated visuals, enhanced textures, better lighting, and support for larger multiplayer modes, up to 16 players. However, it did have a bit of a mixed reception, with Metacritic averaging out 68 out of 100. However, Steam has it at a very positive, 93% positive overall, with thousands of reviews. It sold about 420,000 units on Steam, from what I could find, and generated an estimated $2 million in gross revenue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Dalton,
yeah.
Give us a bit about your history with the game, the series, and why you chose it for your patron pick.
So, my first experience with Serious Sam, I believe, dates back to me being a wee lad and having an Xbox and going to the local movie gallery, which was our Temu Blockbuster, if you will.
Yeah, you just reminded me of how old I am. I haven't thought about movie gallery in forever.
Right? So I rolled up in there and I was looking at Xbox games. And I remember two that always stood out to me. One that there was never a copy for me to rent. And then another one that finally there was. The one that I never saw a copy there to rent was Morrowind. It was always checked out. So I never got to play Morrowind on a console. Probably for the better that I played that on PC later on, right? But
Yes.
the other one was Serious Sam 2. So I rented that and played it and really had a good time. Me and my buddy Dustin playing it together, because me and him used to always do like the Halo games. But we never really played multiplayer. We would just pass the controller back and forth. That was how we enjoyed playing, and we did that for ages. Anyway, that's just a side little ramble. But so whenever the show, when the idea was conceived for the Steam Machine podcast, I put a bunch of my games into a randomizer, and me and Ryan were like, all right, let's see what our first game is going to be. And I rolled it, and it landed on Serious Sam, The First Encounter. So this game has a special place in my heart because this game was the beginning of the show that I've been doing for going on 6 years of my life. So I have a place for it in my heart and my soul. And yeah, I just felt like I was like, man, you know what? I would like to hear what you guys think about it, because basically for all of the reasons I just said, I was like, I would like to get you guys to play it and see how it fares to people who are not me.
It was a good pick. It was exactly what I thought it was going to be going into it. My first reaction whenever I started playing it, I was about an hour in, I realized it was just going to be a goofy shooter. And that's exactly what I got out of it.
Yeah. Action movie quips, and it doesn't take itself too seriously.
Yeah.
Did you have any experience with the series previously at all, Fenris?
I did not. The first time I actually learned about this game was the first episode of Steam Machine. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't think I had any experience with this game prior to Dalton choosing it for the show. However, I remember when I listened to the first episode of Steam Machine, it brought back a memory of playing a computer game at my cousin's. I didn't know what the game was. I was probably about 8 at the time. I would have, because I would have only been, no, I must have been older. I would have been 12 in 2001. So I would have been about 12. And there was a game where you shot a cannonball at a bull, and it scared the absolute shit out of me. And I was like, I don't remember what that game was, but you and Ryan talking about it, Dalton, brought back that memory. And I'm like, holy shit, that was Serious Sam, The First Encounter. Because I even asked you, I'm like, Serious Sam set in Egypt, right? And you're like, yeah, it is. And I'm like, holy shit, I have actually played that game before. So I was real interested to see how it would hold up playing these days, because I played the original one just through GOG. But my only other kind of experience with the series is Serious Sam Siberian
Mayhem.
That
was a offshoot of 4.
Yep. I did not like it at all.
Really?
Yeah. That doesn't necessarily align with my time with First Encounter, but I was a little trepidatious going back into it because I'm like, oh, I didn't like the only other Serious Sam thing I've played, but it's a popular series and Dalton does have good taste in games, so I'll go in with an open mind. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played Siberian Mayhem. I was playing a little bit of 4 earlier, and it was odd because I was trying to stream it to Discord, but Discord wouldn't recognize it. Like I would stream the thing, but it would say click on your application to stream it, and I'm like, I'm in the application. Oh, whatever. But I enjoy it. But I'm curious, real quickly, what didn't you like about Siberian Mayhem? Was it just a little slower paced, or?
I think it was more the fact that I just wasn't very good at it. I died a heck of a lot. And I was playing it through Xbox Game Pass PC, and I had some real issues even just getting into the game. Like, I had a lot of crashes. So I don't know whether it was the Xbox client that was making it crash. But I just had technical problems galore. As I have found since I've started PC gaming, though.
Yeah, tell me about it, dog. I buy this top of the line PC for the time. It's not top of the line anymore, but I get it, and it like anything I try to run with ray tracing, there's like a 70% chance it's gonna crash, and it's just because of drivers and Windows and weird bullshit. I gotta love it. PC, correct.
Game software has gone further than Microsoft OS's.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But I played this on through GOG. I just found, because this game's dirt cheap, anywhere really.
Yeah,
I think I paid about $4, and you can get a pretty good bundle as well with Serious Sam HD, and Second Encounter. I think for about $12. At the time that I bought it, yeah,
absolutely worth $12.
Yeah, 100%. So that's where I played it. Where did you guys play it?
I was on Steam. I found, yeah, I think I bought it for like $2 or $3 on Steam. It was really cheap.
I meant to look at this earlier, and I'm going to look now because I'm trying to remember how I played this when I played it with Ryan, because Serious Sam. Oh, okay. It would have been the classic First Encounter that I played. So the HD remake, this was the first time I had played through that, I suppose, because I started getting like, I got an achievement for complete any level in single player, and I was like, what? That shouldn't be right. I've played this before, but I'm looking now, and it would have been that I played the classic the first time, and that this time was the HD. So that makes a little more sense to me now. But yeah, I played on Steam, to answer your question.
Yep. Sorry, Fenris, did you play HD or classic?
HD.
Okay, I played classic, so that's a good mix. Great. It took me about 6 hours to beat it. Pretty similar for you, I can see on the show notes, Fenris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a really quick game. I mean, you said it wasn't that long, and so like I woke up and I started playing it, and then by the end of the day I'd beaten it, and I moved on to, I think it was Baldur's Gate 3. I don't remember. So yeah.
I only had a couple of sticking points as well, that I'll talk about when we talk about level design and stuff, and a certain boss. Took me a little while. But yeah, apart from that, it was a pretty smooth run. Very different to like my encounter with Quake, where I had no fucking idea where I was meant to go.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I enjoyed about this game as a boomer shooter, is that it had a very clear exit to the level.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don, did you end up rolling credits this time for your second playthrough?
Not this time. I played it for 101 minutes. And so there's some parts of towards the end of the game that I'm a little fuzzy on, because the last time I played it was when I played it with Ryan. But I made it to, let me look on the level list. I think I was in the sewers, so I made it to level 9 out of 15.
Okay.
And I have to agree that I have played some older boomer shooters where you get lost. I've gotten lost in the OG Doom. I've gotten lost in Doom 2. But the way Serious Sam works is usually like you walk into a room, and usually there's either one other way out, or there are like side rooms to go to, but those aren't exits. So like you can go through that stuff, but really that eventually you would need to get through that door somehow.
Yeah.
And they also are great about, if you hit a button, they show you a little cutscene that shows you what the fuck that button just did, which is wonderful.
Yeah. And I liked how you basically just walk through a door. You're not having to look for a key card that's hidden somewhere on the map.
Yeah, I think there's that one area where there's like 4 little things to collect. But I don't even think that's technically required. I think that might just be something you can do for something extra. That there's a lot of that in this game. A lot of little secrets and hidden things.
Yep. And the game's pretty self-explanatory for a core gameplay loop. Just shoot everything and get to the end of the level.
Yep.
You're here to kick ass and chew bubblegum. But this
A lot of bubblegum.
Yeah. Controls. Again, and you guys might have a different experience to me. The classic version is only mouse and keyboard, no control support. So that was a new experience for me because I do have a preference for controllers. However, so it was a bit of a slow start for me, getting used to mouse, because I've only got like a shitty Genero mouse, so nothing fancy. But by the end of the game, I was really digging it, and that's probably how I'll do first-person shooters from now on. Is mouse and keyboard.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have been recruited.
Yep. So I'm very glad in a way that it forced me to do it. Does the HD version have control support?
It does.
Yeah.
I used controller, and the whole time I was using controller, I'm like, man, I should really just be using mouse and keyboard. It'd be so much easier.
I just started using the controller, and I didn't even think to use mouse and keyboard.
Now, Fenris, I have to ask you, were the controls kind of odd for you? Like, so on my control scheme, jump was L2 or left trigger, and then Y was quick save. So like I could just be running around and I would just hit Y and it would save my game. It's awesome.
Yeah. That is
I don't
good.
think so.
No?
I don't think my controller setup was that like that. Although I didn't really mess around with or I don't know. I honestly don't remember. I played this game weeks ago, so I don't really remember. I mean, now that you mention what your control scheme was, like I don't remember running into anything like that for the controller. I might have done it on mouse and keyboard. I really don't remember.
I will say that I probably would have gotten further in this because I also put 79 minutes into Serious Sam Fusion, which is this, I think it's free program. Let me double check that real quick. Yeah, okay, so when you buy the bundle,
the HD remaster, you get the 2017 Fusion game. Yeah,
it comes with 2017 beta Fusion. So what that does is it puts the first encounter HD, the second encounter HD, and 3 all in one game.
Oh.
Okay.
And I remember the controls were a little different in that. Like that one controlled more like I thought it would going to. And then I loaded up the first encounter HD just to see if there were any differences in them, and it just controlled so strangely. But I got used to it. It was just odd.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm also a weirdo who inverts on first-person shooters, so that was fun to learn with a mouse. But I got the hang of it. It's just the way my brain works. I think it's because I'm left-handed. There's probably something wrong with me, but because
Wait, when you say
my
invert,
first person-
like move down to look up.
yeah, so invert y-axis. So
Okay.
yeah, down and up are swapped.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
I get that
Yeah.
on a thumbstick, but trying to do that with mouse would fuck with
It was
me.
hard, yeah. Yep. So I might even be able to break that habit and go non-inverted. I don't know. We'll see. You guys probably didn't have some of the control problems that I also had in terms of clipping into walls. I had a few instances of that, but again, it's a 2001 game on PC. It's expected. Playing classic version.
Yeah, and I think this would have been considered a not an indie, but maybe like a double A game back then. And coming out of Croatia, it wasn't like there wasn't a huge. It wasn't Doom. Let's put it that way. You know what I mean? It wasn't something like that. So
yeah, it was. You can definitely see all the lovable unpolishedness in the classic version for sure. But that being said, the shooting was fucking awesome. Like, I never had problems with my crosshairs being off. Like, it was all the errors I made were on me. Like, the weapons were on point. There was no like FPS delay. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't run into any kind of visual bugs like you did, clipping into walls. And I also concur about the combat, about how everything felt relatively smooth to fire as far as the weapons go. Were there any grenades? I don't remember there being grenades.
there's a grenade launcher,
Yeah, that's it.
but there's no
Yeah.
handheld throwables.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what my favorite weapon was, but I can't remember. It was
The electric, the one that the laser beam that shoots the green little laser things, that one's nice because they almost like hone in on the enemy a little when they get close.
yeah, the XL2 laser gun. That was probably one of my favorite weapons.
Early on, I found the double barrel shotgun was a friggin' lifesaver.
Yeah.
I don't know if
shotgun.
you guys found it. It was a secret weapon, but you can get it in the first level. That and the rocket launcher. I just stumbled upon them because I climbed up a wall to get away from enemies, and then I fell down. And it's like, you just found the double barrel shotgun, and I'm like, sweet. Particularly with the bone deers or whatever they're called.
Oh God, I hate those things.
Yeah, that took him out in one shot, and it was that saved my ass so many times.
They are my biggest bastard in this game as well. Those and the little frog fuckers.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck those frogs.
Those frogs, man, pull out your double pistols. Don't even waste any ammo on them, just because they pop in one shot. So just start.
Yeah.
Yep. Pop. Tommy gun was really good at crowd control for them, I found.
Love the Tommy gun.
Yeah. And the knife, like, I don't much pay melee weapons in first-person shooters because they're normally pretty crap, but the knife in this was super OP, I found.
No, this game had a Counter-Strike knife. Like,
yep.
Okay.
That motherfucker was going to kill you in one strike. Like, that's what that
thing
was.
Did you ever try? You didn't use
I
the knife very often,
I did
Fenris?
not use the knife at all. Because I had figured the same thing that you did. I was like, oh, it's a knife. Like, it'll be a last-ditch effort kind of thing.
Yeah, I just had it out, and I was facing, I think it was a harpy, and just absolutely owned it, and I was like, sweet. I had a lot of trouble with the flying enemies in this game.
I did too.
Well,
Yeah,
harpies suck. They're one of the pains in the ass in this for sure.
There was
oh, go ahead, Ben.
there's a secret level, I think, where I can't remember how I got to it. I think I just stumbled upon it. It was like something happened, and then I fell off of something, and I landed in some water, and then I ended up in another place. And I think I found a secret level that way. And that's where I first encountered the harpies, and that's where I first encountered my hatred for them.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dalton.
I know. I was gonna say I also really like the rocket launcher. Like, that thing came in clutch for some of the bigger enemies for sure.
Oh yeah,
the red scorpions, 100%.
Yeah,
because those motherfuckers far out.
Yeah, they're bastards.
Yep.
And then there's oh, go ahead. You had
Oh,
something to say.
no. I didn't have anything more on enemies, so you go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna touch on the minigun.
Mhm.
The minigun saved me. Made light of one of the levels where it was just a long hallway that you had to walk through and kill things with. Definitely got my use out of that.
Yeah. I just wanted to step back to difficulty for a tick.
Mhm.
What did everyone play on?
I think I did it on story mode.
I did,
Tourist?
Yeah.
I did easy.
Easy? Okay. I did normal mode, but I think I probably should have stepped it down to easy.
This game can get really fucking hard.
Yeah.
Like, really can. Even on the easier difficulties. So, like, part of me wants to, like, fire this up and try it on the hardest difficulty just to see.
Yep. Yeah, as a refresher, I watched a serious mode replay on YouTube, and holy shit. That was a completely different experience to what I did. I had, yeah. Good thing about serious mode is you get double the ammo,
Yeah.
because the enemies are a lot stronger and, tougher, obviously. They do more damage, they have more health, and there's more of them.
And I was going to ask if there are more of them. Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So think in, like, a part where there's, like, a single red scorpion, there'd be 4.
Ooh.
Jesus.
And they're stronger
Yeah.
and have more health. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, this guy took 4 rockets, and I don't remember him taking that many.
Wow.
Yeah.
But, yeah, double the ammo, also helped. But this dude, like, yeah, he was obviously a pro.
He was a
I should
serious
really
player.
shout out his YouTube channel, because it was a real easy watch. Like, I don't normally watch stuff with commentary, but he made it really, really good and fun, and, like, wasn't too much of a blabbermouth,
Yeah.
like some of them are. And he was just, like, pixel perfect, but he also acknowledged when he got hit, and he's like, "Oh, I shouldn't have got hit there." Decino is his name. Yeah.
Okay.
Really good walkthrough if you want to watch a walkthrough of this game on serious difficulty, because there is no way that I could play it on that after watching him go through.
Yeah, I remember starting this game up on normal difficulty and thinking like, oh, it's just a boomer shooter. Like, it's not going to be that bad. And then I was just getting demolished left, right, and center. And I was just like, going to take a step down. I was not prepared.
I don't know if we'll touch on enemies in general, and but there's a specific enemy to Serious Sam that is iconic to the series, and I'm curious what you guys thought about them. They are the bomb guys. So
the screamers.
Yes, they are in every Serious Sam game, and every Serious Sam game does the same joke, and it never gets old. Where one runs at Sam with the bombs, and you kill him, and Sam goes, "Oh, yourself!" And then just a massive wave of them come at you afterward.
Yep.
Yeah.
In 3, that happens, and the wave that comes at you, if I remember right, is like 30 of them at once, just over this hill. It's this wave of sound, and Sam's like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah. So in Sand Canyon, obviously that exact same experience happened. Yeah, I had no problem with the beheaded bloody suicide bombers.
I love them. I love their design. They crack me up.
Oh yeah. Yep. And we can dive into enemies now, even. Because them, and I thought the Nars were friggin' weird. The little brown 4-legged things.
Oh,
with the
yeah.
funny faces.
Yeah.
They were interesting, but they were like your one-shot knife kill. Because I think, and you can probably talk more about strategy itself, Dalton, as you played more of the games. But I think crowd control is probably the biggest thing that would help a new player to this series is picking out the enemies that you need to take out first and ones that you can leave till a bit later.
Yeah. The ones that run at you are typically easy to kind of just sidestep and avoid. So I always focus on trying to take out the ranged enemies, and then I worry about the ones that run at me. Unfortunately, you get to, I forget their name, but the skeletal horse things, they are both. So
yeah, they're called clears. I'm just on the wiki now.
Clears?
And clear with a K, which is weird. But anyway, their jump attack fucking hurts.
Yeah. I fought enough of them to where I feel like I got a feel for their mechanics. So like I would just wait for them to jump, and then I would just sidestep out of the way and then just shotgun them to death.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's another thing I can recommend to new players is figure out what guns work best against what enemies, because it does help for sure.
Yeah, I noticed that towards the end because like for the mechanoids, the blue robots and the red robots, I felt like the laser weapons worked a lot better.
Yes, 100%. I felt the lasers helped too with the big like Goro looking dudes that would shoot the green balls at you, because they always came at a distance, so that weapon was a little easier to like shoot 5 or 6 of those towards their direction, and then you can start worried about what's near you because those lasers will kind of hone in and hit them.
Yeah.
I guess I moved between 4 main weapons when I was really dispatching enemies. So for the Nars, the little brown pig-looking things, I just kept a knife for those because, like you said, Dalton, they're easy to dodge and you can just stab them from the side, and they're a one-hit kill in that. The shotgun for the skeleton horses, the Tommy gun for like the frogs and the harpies, and then the rocket launcher for like the scorpions and the mechanoids, and that basically kept me good for the whole game. I loved using the cannonballs on the balls just from the explosion physics from that. I didn't use the laser gun too much, actually, so I'm curious to hear, Fenris, you said that was your like go-to.
Yeah, it was.
Savior.
I don't know. There's just something about a big gun that shoots lasers. Because I found probably about, I don't remember when I picked it up, but I found that it was just mowing things down pretty quickly, and it had a pretty big ammo pool. So I would just use that.
Did any?
The other thing with the minigun is the minigun came in good in a clinch, but it would eat through your machine gun ammo.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I actually at one point in this game ran out of every single bit of ammunition, but we'll get to that.
Okay, that was actually going to be my next question. Did you guys find the resources plentiful enough as you were moving through?
Yes.
Yep.
Like I said, there was just one instance of this game where I ran out of ammo because I didn't understand what I was supposed to be doing.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the same bit that I got stuck on.
I was in my time, I don't think I ever ran out of ammo. I mean, I did for a couple guns, but like fully run out. And I don't think I ever dropped under 100 HP either. So, like, I think that the pickups were relatively, good and plentiful.
Yep. So, like any first-person shooter, this game has a multitude of pickups. You've got all your different ammo types, your different healths, and your armor. So, very much a la Doom and Quake. You also had your, I guess, special power-ups with your super health and your super armor. Did anyone manage to explore enough around the levels to find any of those?
I did.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love all the little hidden stuff that you can find, man.
Yeah.
Just a quick instance of it. There was a level. Oh man, what was the name of it? Let me look. I think it was Tomb of Ramses.
Yeah.
There was an area in there where I killed this enemy, and it says you have done the sound puzzle. And I was like, what the hell does that mean? I have no idea what that means. I still don't know what that means. And then I ran into another room and I killed 2 Gnar that were in there. And it was like, you've unlocked the secret door. And I was like, what the hell are they talking about? So I run back out into the room and I'm looking around and I look up and I see there's a door that's opened up and there's the miniguns up there.
Mhm.
And I'm like, well, how the hell am I supposed to get to that? And I went to go jump onto the platform by the statue to get a better look at the room. And when I jumped up there, it catapulted me backwards into that room and I got the gun. And it said I had unlocked the secret. And I'm like,
Yeah.
how the hell did I do any of that?
Yeah, I did the same thing.
What did you guys think about the, I guess, the trap experience of items being traps
Oh, yeah.
in terms
I
of like the
don't-
pills? Don't pick up the pills. That's what I learned very quickly because every time I picked up the 1 HP pills, a bunch of enemies would spawn. I really liked it as a game design, I think. Because a lot of the time you're running around and you're just grabbing up ammo, grabbing up health, that sort of thing, and nothing really happens. But having a trigger where you pick up ammo or armor or health and then just a bunch of enemies ambush you, I thought that was an amazing game design.
So can I be honest?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that anything was trapped. If I saw it, I picked it up, and if enemies popped up, I killed them.
Yeah, I guess playing it as much as I have, I've noticed that if you see a grouping of ammo and health, when you pick that up, congratulations, a wave's about to start.
Yep.
Especially if you get a serious backpack. They drop you one
Okay,
of those
yeah.
that fills up all your shit. It's about to be on like Donkey Kong.
I enjoyed the serious backpack though, especially for a certain level we'll get to.
I think the game really did respect your time.
Absolutely.
It's in the name of the game, for want of a better term, because you're meant to be moving quick. The levels are fairly short. I don't think a level took me more than 40 minutes. As we got to the back end of the game, the levels did get a little bit longer, but that's expected. I never got lost. The only qualm in terms of quality of life was the cutscenes weren't subtitled. But I'm playing the classic edition, so they might have fixed that for the HD.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Yeah, I agree with everything you've said about whatever it was you just said about
Quality of life.
quality of life. That's it. Yeah, I ADHD brain working overtime today. Yeah, I feel like this would be a great entrance to boomer shooters. If someone has never played a boomer shooter and wants to get into them, I feel like the Serious Sam games, having only played this one, would be a great way to introduce someone to boomer shooters. Because I definitely found myself having more fun with it than I did with Ion Fury or Doom Classic. And just because I feel like Doom Classic and Ion Fury were just trying to take itself too seriously and what they were trying to do. And I feel like this game was easy enough and having played it on the easiest difficulty, that the game was easy enough and the enemy waves were just enough to keep me on my toes, but not difficult enough to make me like rage quit or anything. Because like I said, I sat down in the morning, and 6 hours later, I finished this game. And I enjoyed it. I can't say that there were any like I don't remember too much sticking out that was memorable outside of the last boss. But again, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
And then like I said, if I had noticed that some of the pickups were traps, I would have been a bit more cautious in my pickups. But and as with boomer shooters, the story is what it is.
It's there.
It's there. It's something to keep along with in the background, but it's not something to really that you really have to pay attention to.
Yeah, I think the intro does a really good job of setting up the world state.
Oh, absolutely.
Aliens are attacking Earth. We're sending Sam. He's a badass. He's going to kill all the aliens.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's
Can I
it's a
just
lot.
say,
No, I was just gonna say it's a lot better than I'm having a sit down at a bar and these cyborgs attack, and then now I'm just rage killing everything for the rest of the game.
don't, Dane will get us. Don't shit on Iron Fury too much. I just got to ask you, in particular, Dalton, because you've played or got experience with the series. What the fuck is with that first level and the fans? When you let the fans out of the tomb, the big
I don't remember.
bobble-headed guys in the Serious Sam tees. I'll get a picture.
I didn't do that.
And
What?
chuck it in the chat. Hold up. So you could open up a tomb in the very first level. And if you guys just talk about something while I quickly look it up.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
So I know that they hide a lot of stuff in for like Easter eggs. So it could have very well just been an Easter egg.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. Like, for instance, in one of the levels, you come to a gate and a couple of the bomb guys run by, and then another dude runs by, and then the gate opens. If you go the direct, what in the fuck?
You guys know? You never experienced
No,
that?
I didn't. I did not see that at all.
Me neither. If I had to guess, bro, maybe those are the developers.
Yeah, I think so.
Looks like
Because they
you
said
stumbled
like a
up.
name.
Yeah.
But I just saw it and I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like hoping for some context.
So I
But,
think
yeah.
their head is based on the enemy mental,
Okay.
Yeah.
but I have to think that those are the devs' faces, though. That's the only thing I can think of. But so if you go once you go past that gate and everything's run by, if you go left the direction they were running from, a giant boulder drops down and rolls towards you, Indiana Jones style.
Yeah.
And when you avoid that or get hit by it, whichever you decide to do, Sam will whistle the Indiana
Yeah,
Jones theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like they put all kinds of little shit like that all throughout the game, and I love it. And that is a good instance of it. That pick because like what? Now I got to go find that tonight when we're done.
In the first level, if you look at like the main tombs, because did your guys' mechanic change where you open doors by running into them? Like pushing forward into them, you don't have to press a button or anything?
No.
I don't think so.
Is that? Yeah, so you just open the door by like running into it, and then you go down the bottom and it releases all them.
Huh. Do they just follow you around or?
No, they run down the driveway thing down in the first level.
Oh,
down
okay.
like where the harpies are and the palm tree and all that. Yeah, and they just run out the level. But you can kill them and they don't attack you and stuff, so.
Interesting.
That's wild. They look so
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, they look like the Beatles. What if the Beatles were Brainiac?
I do know that there was an instance in one of the levels where there was like shallow water that you were running in, that I was moving around, and I just happened to step on this square and I sunk into it. And I was like, oh, okay, so this is a passage. So I swam down and it's like, oh, you found a secret area. So I keep going and I swim to the end of the water and I drop out of the water down onto a platform and kill a couple enemies and got some pickups down there.
Hmm.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then I hopped onto this elevator that took me back up into the water where I could then swim back out. And I'm
That's
like, who
cool.
thought of this?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I also want to really praise the end of level like summary that you
Yeah.
got on the green screen. Like it gave you so much detail. It's like you found so many secrets. You killed this many enemies out of the total enemies in the level. Like the level of detail in your feedback of your like, because there's no level score or anything obviously, but the amount of detail that you received at the end to say, oh, yep, you should go back and play this level because you missed all of this was really good.
Yeah, because it makes you be like, oh man, I thought I thoroughly explored. Where the fuck is it? And then,
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed all that as well. I didn't find any. I don't think I found any secrets outside of the one secret level. Did you?
No.
Outside
Apparently there's
of
3.
Peter, Paul, John, and Ringo.
Ringo.
No, I just think I found a couple of the weapons a bit earlier. Like I said, I found the double barrel shotgun and the rocket launcher in level 1. I found the Tommy gun in level 2, which is very helpful because I think that's where they introduced the frogs. Or does everyone find did everyone find the Tommy gun in level 2?
I don't
it's
remember where
probably
I
been a
found the
while.
Tommy
Yeah.
gun.
No. Tommy Gun's.
Go ahead.
I think Tommy Gun's level 3.
Okay.
Because when they first drop the frogs at you, you have a shotgun, and it's like you actually need to switch back to your pistols to take care of those properly.
Okay. No, I definitely had the Tommy gun where they fall out of the roof.
Yeah.
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 I think that was it. I didn't get any of the secret levels or anything.
One thing I do like is how there were like 2 variants of the same weapon. So like for you had your single pistol, which could be turned into a double pistol, and then you had your pump action shotgun, and then you found the double barrel shotgun. You found the submachine gun, which got replaced later by the minigun. And then the rocket launcher into the grenade launcher, and then like I enjoyed how there were different variations of the weapons.
Yeah, and they're all useful in their own ways too, which is nice. Because sometimes games just have like certain weapons that you're like meh, but
yeah,
each one has a use, which is nice.
Especially the cannon and the Roman thing where you're basically sitting in a bowl and then you have to fight off waves of enemies. And one of those enemies is, an entire horde of the ragey Syrian werebull. And the cannon just demolishes 2 or 3 of them at a time. That was fun. I enjoyed that.
I loved at one point, I don't remember when it was. It must have been when me and Ryan were doing it, but I might even been when we did the second encounter, but I enabled some cheats. So I had like unlimited ammo and the cannon gun, and I would just fire 50 cannonballs in all directions and just wipe everything out. It was absolutely insanity. I'm the bullet hell, motherfuckers.
Did you notice, Adam, that if you held the fire button for the cannon, it actually launched the cannonball?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
The grenade launcher does that too.
Yeah.
It'll lob it, but if you hold it, it'll boom and shoot it.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, there's just so much to learn about this game in more than one playthrough. Oh. I paid little to no attention to the music, which isn't like me, but
Well, I think, and this is something I've been struggling with the past couple of games, is that, obviously with Dragon Age, like Dragon Age has an amazing soundtrack to it. But with games like this, I think they want you to focus more on the gameplay and not really the music, because like I did go through and listen to a couple of the songs, and really all it is just ambiance.
It's atmosphere. Yeah. A
Yeah.
lot of atmosphere.
It's not really, "Oh, hey, by the way, you're fighting, like, so we're going to insert this Skyrim level badass song to let you know that you're in combat," because you're always in combat. So, the majority of
Yeah.
the majority of the songs in this game, they're only like a minute and a half long, and they're all just straight up, like, ambiance. So,
That being said, there's specific. I've played ambiance games before, like Doom Eternal. The soundtrack on that is a fucking killer, and there are songs that I know just by hearing them because there's no. Well, I don't think there's a vocal track, but I know Mick Gordon's score when I hear it, like because of his composition style.
His 8-string.
Yeah, nothing really stood out. Nothing really stood out from this game to me, though.
that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think the developers are just looking for, ambient music, just so it wasn't quiet.
There's a lot of ambient type music as well in the Talos Principle, which is also by these guys.
Yeah.
So I don't think that their big focus is on music and scores.
Okay. As a muso yourself, though, Dalton, did any tracks or any particular things stand out to you from this game, music wise?
The only thing I really ever noticed would be when drum patterns would change. That's usually when I could tell like new enemies had come in or whatever, because whenever I would kill all the enemies, I would hear the drum pattern kind of like, and then it would kind of settle, and I'm like, okay, there's no more enemies around.
Yep.
Other
Okay,
than
yeah.
that, no, not really. Not much to talk about in this one.
Yeah. See, I didn't even pick up that cue, but that's also a handy cue. That when the music stops, that the wave was basically done, which I probably should have picked up on. Sam was the only voice actor. He had some good quips. Definitely better than Duke Nukem. I gotta say, like, I found his shit actually funny.
Well, Sam's Leslie Herbert.
Yeah, and Sam's voiced by John J. Dick, who he has voiced Sam in everything. I'm just quickly looking up his voiceography.
Yeah, Duke's more like
he was in the Talos Principle.
Was he? Who did he play in Talos Principle? Was it Elohim or whatever?
Elohim?
Elohim?
Yeah. And he was also in This Is the Police.
Dude,
I don't know if anyone's played that game.
That makes so much sense because you can change Elohim's voice to be just serious Sam talking to you in the Talos Principle.
Yeah. That's
okay.
what he did.
So that makes total sense.
And yeah, This Is the Police, who I'm trying to. Oh, it looks like a strategy game. Came out in 2016 though. I've never played it.
I've never heard of it.
It's by the same developer.
No, I think Crow Team's only done Serious Sam and Talos Principle. I might be wrong, but I think that's what they've done.
No, This Is the Police was by Weappy Studio and published by Nordic. So yeah, completely different. But yeah, iconic role for him. Good on him. He's got 7 games out of it. So
yeah,
and he does a good job in this.
His voice is less nasally than Duke too, because Duke's more up here when you do like that, and Sam's voice is more gravelly and down here, like we're gonna kick these aliens' asses. That kind of thing.
Yeah, it's definitely more preferable to Duke. Like, I know John St. John probably puts it on a lot, but yeah, it'd be interesting to hear what this guy sounds like in real life.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard John J. Dick just talk.
Yeah.
It did make me laugh when I loaded up Serious Sam 4 earlier, which apparently is chronologically the first game.
Okay.
But it does this thing where it's going through space and you're seeing all the different characters that you'll meet on satellites, and they're kind of talking. And then it finally gets to Sam, and he's like, "There's one thing these aliens are going to learn. They've come to the wrong fucking planet." And it's just like such a Serious Sam way to kick the game off. And then that's when it pans down and you see the scene that I was describing to you guys where there's like 100,000 enemies on screen. It's maybe not that many, but there's more than you can count for sure.
I actually didn't have any problems with the graphics. I didn't put any mods on this one, no texture mods or anything, because I thought it looked well enough for a game from 2001. You could, nothing was ever pixelated. I don't think I'd never had any problems with my draw distance. The sounds that I'll touch back on music and sound design quickly. The enemy sounds were very distinct and very loud. So you always knew when something was around, even if it wasn't in your direct arena.
Yeah.
Sound helps a lot in this game as far as hearing the enemies.
Especially with the headed kamikazes.
Yeah.
You could always hear them coming.
Yeah. And same with the it was either the Scorpions or the Biomech ones.
Yeah.
They had that real high pitched kind of whir. It must have been the Biomech, yeah. You always knew when they were around. And you could hear the clopping of the goat thing, bone goats.
I was just about to say, yeah, you always wanted to hear it. Listen out for the galloping too. You start hearing that, you're like, oh shit, here we go. Because it's either the horse things or it's one of those big cows stampeding towards you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, with the cows stampede, I think they let out a moo. I could be wrong, but I think they also had a moo that they did.
Yep.
So I was just saying I was looking at the trailer for Serious Sam 4, and the graphics are night and day better than than even the HD remaster.
Yeah, how did you guys find the HD version? I guess, Dalton, did you notice a big difference between the HD and the classic?
It's cleaned up. It looks a lot more like Serious Sam 3. But not quite as clean as Serious Sam 3. But it looks better. I wouldn't say that it takes away from the old one though, because I like you said, I think that the one that they came out with OG still looks really good for what it is. And I think that's because they developed this engine and all of this shit for this game. So like they were able to make it the way they wanted it to look.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think it
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, sorry, that I think it tells you a lot when the only things they did for the HD version were graphical. So they only added high resolution textures and more detailed environments. They didn't actually change any of the gameplay itself, which tells you either that they were lazy or that they had real faith in the gameplay of the classic edition. And I believe it's the second one really in this instance.
One of my favorite facts real quick is that the Talos principle came out of they were building the engine for Serious Sam 4 and they were like, man, I bet we could make a cool puzzle game with like all these physics in the engine that we have. So they did. Then they made a fucking puzzle game in that engine, and I just think that's wild. But cool.
Talos Principle 2 is supposed to be coming out soon, isn't it? Or is it already out?
It's out.
Yeah?
Because I have it I had it installed. I think I deleted it to make room. But yeah, I really want to play that because I loved the first one. It was really good.
Yeah. So,
Alrighty.
I would replay this. I had fun with it. I don't think I would go like achievement hunting or looking for, the secret areas. Like if I stumble upon it, then I stumble upon it. But I feel like there's definitely some replayability with this game. Um, it's there are no multiple endings as far as optional content. As we said, there's uh secrets on every level, and there's 2 secret levels that you can find. Um, so I feel like this game definitely has more than enough content to keep you sated for a while.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add there. Do we want to talk about the final boss quickly?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
it
yeah,
remind me, it's a big fucker, isn't it?
yep,
Yeah, it's a big four-armed guy. You're let's see, where are you? You're still in Egypt.
yeah, you're at the Great Pyramid, I
That's it.
believe.
You're at the Great
That's
Pyramid,
right. That's
and you
right.
have to
Because you
run.
start. Yep.
Yeah, you have to run up to the Great Pyramid, and then all of a sudden, like, he comes down, and you have to dodge, like, all of his attacks while you're dodging a bunch of smaller enemies, and, this is where I ran out of ammo because I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't know like, I thought this was it. I thought this was the final boss. So I
Yep.
just pumped everything into him, and I found a good place that I could hide out and kinda cheese it because none of his attacks were getting to me. None of the other enemies were getting to me, so I just sat there and just unloaded everything I had into him. But it was frustrating because once he hit 30% health, like, he did this thing where he would regenerate up to, like, 50%. So, I would just kept going at it, thinking, like, "Surely he'll run out of this soon, right?" And then he never did. So, that was a little frustrating. And then I found out that, kill enough enemies he's just a placeholder basically, so, like a distraction, so you have to kill enough enemies and I guess do enough damage to them, and then the door opens. So my second or
Mm-hmm.
third time attempting that, like, I finally figured out that the door was open. I was like, "Oh, well, I wish I would have known this the first time, because like, I didn't hear anything, uh, as far as, like, a sound effect that let me know that the door was open, but I could have just missed it. And
Yeah. And
then
then you get transported up to the ship, and then
Mhm.
you need to use the jump pads to go through the hoops
Yep.
and get him aligned in the center, and then he gets hit by the big laser beam.
Yep. I didn't know that.
No, I had to look it up in a
Yeah.
guide also.
So,
So what you're
I
saying
was
is that
just
the game had really, really good ways of telling you what to do until the end.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
it's kinda
Introducing new mechanics at the end.
yeah, and it is I mean, like, looking back at it, it makes sense, like, it's like, "Oh, well, these jump pads, like, force you close to these hoops," but, like, how am I supposed to know that you're supposed to light all of them up at the same time, to make the thing go? But and then you had to juggle his regen ability with, using
Mm.
the big mothership laser to kill him on time because I was having like, I'm so thankful that the pickups kept respawning because I was just having issues because once I figured out, like, what to do, like, I went to do it, and, I was like, "Okay, cool." So, like, just get him to the center and use the laser a bunch of times to kill him, and then it wouldn't work, so what I did was, I was shooting him down to close to 30%, and then, I would run around and do the hoops, and then while I was doing the hoops, like, I was shooting him, like, in midair, like, continuously trying to do damage, and then finally, one of the laser attacks just killed him, got him close enough down because there's that regen at 30% really hurt. Because he would just constantly do that, and it was just getting frustrating. So I looked up another guide on what to do and how to beat him, and I was like, oh, so it's pretty much the same thing that I've been doing. I just have to juggle more. So I was like, okay, I can do this. And then I beat him on the next try.
Yeah. Kicked his ass.
Yeah.
I missed with the beam a couple of times, and I'm like, oh, am I doing something wrong? But it was just that I wasn't positioning him well enough in the center before the beam went down.
See, I didn't have any issues with that.
Mm.
Because
I'm wondering if something they might have tweaked in the HD.
I don't know.
Mm.
Because, like it says, like I knew he had to be in the center of the room. So I mean, maybe it was just because I was trying to pre-position him.
Yeah.
So, like, before I lit up the fourth and final hoop, like I, was like, "Hey, come here, big guy." Like, but I don't know. And that was the only frustration that I had with this game was just the fact that like, introducing a whole new mechanic, and then like I don't remember because usually in order games like this, if like they'll tell you what to do if you don't do it after a certain amount of time. They'll be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, like, what if I lit up all these hoops?" Like.
Yeah, I think we're very spoiled with modern games.
Oh, I
Yeah,
am.
I was gonna say, if it makes you feel better, I experienced the moment today in Serious Sam 4 where I was running around a level and you have the rookie with you. And spoilers, just quickly, the running joke with him is that Sam won't give him a gun. So he just keeps complaining, like, man, I'd really feel safer if you give me a gun. But you find like a shotgun. He goes, this is a gun for big boys. Shit like that. But I was just roaming around looking for little side stuff. And the dude was like, sir, I think we're supposed to go this way. And
Yeah.
another thing and that I did on accident earlier, but you two would probably love, is in the new one, if you hit right on the D-pad, a golden path appears that
Oh,
shows you the direction to go, which
Yep.
very helpful.
What about your experiences with the final boss, Dalton? Did you ever have problems, or was it pretty good, right, for yourself?
I remember I didn't get to him this time, but when I did get to him the first time we played through it, it took me a while to figure out that I had to do something else, like you guys are saying. Like I unloaded so much ammo into him, and he kept regenerating, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I looked it up, and then once I looked it up, then I just killed him. Ooh, I hit my mic there, but I just killed him at that point. But like until that point, I didn't realize that. Oh, I need to do this, this, and that. I just thought, okay, he'll stop regenerating eventually.
yeah. See, you went through the same mental process that I did.
Yeah. It's like they did that in the Stick of Truth, but in order to defeat Kenny, you have to fart on his balls.
I do have to get a non-censored copy of that game, actually. So I guess I'll go to the back to censorship, full circle, baby.
Yeah, I forgot that y'all will just have the description of what's happening.
Yeah, so I'll be getting that from our lovely lady friend on the internet, I think, if she has a copy. But if you want to know what we're talking about, head on over to patreon.com/Spectre Approved, and you'll hear our pre-banter session about that joke.
Yep.
Cool. All right, guys, do you want to dive into ratings and final thoughts?
Sure.
Sure, man. Let's do it.
Yep. Dalton, you are the guest. Would you like to go first?
Sure, man. This game holds up It holds up since it was made, and it holds up in the 5 years it's been since I have played it. The HD version is quite good. I enjoyed it a lot. I can't say that there's like a ton of memorable stuff in this game, but at the same time, the game overall is memorable to me. And I will always love the headless kamikaze guys. I want one of those tattooed on me. I really do. There's a reason that one of our emote slots in the Discord is taken up with the Serious Sam logo, and that is because this is my favorite boomer shooter series. Willie's is Doom. People have theirs, but like I am a sucker for Serious Sam. I love it. I've always called it a bullet hell, but instead of bullets, it's enemies. And
Yeah.
just waves and waves. And I think this is one of the games that's why I like shooters that have like waves that you deal with. I was just thinking about a game earlier, and this is a quick sidetrack. I think it was called Jurassic the Hunted. But it played like Call of Duty Zombies, but you were protecting against dinosaurs coming into this base. And it was a wave experience, and I really liked that. And when I was playing Serious Sam earlier, I just started thinking about that, and it kind of connected with me. I'm like, I wonder if my love of wave shooters came from getting Serious Sam 2 on the Xbox and renting it and checking it out. So I love it. I'm going to give it a... because there's room for improvement. I'm going to... Wait, what?
We do fun or fail over here.
Right,
Sorry,
right.
we don't do that.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a
definite
fine.
fun.
I'll give it a definite fine.
Yep.
Cool.
It's definitely a fun for me as well. There's not much more that I could add to that, but it's definitely a game that I could see going back to just to kill some time in.
It's fun for sure.
So this game, I'm looking up bundles as we speak on ggdeals.com to get the rest of the series, because it's also a fun for me. Like Fenris said, this is a great introductory boomer shooter, and its strength, like Dalton said, comes from the waves of enemies rather than like combat versatility per se. But playing this has, definitely made me want to explore the rest of the games in the series. I might go 2, 3, and 4 before I try Siberia again.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely like renewed and overwritten the trepidation I felt coming into the episode, before playing this game after my experience with Siberia. So definite fun from me also.
Oh yeah, man. I'm glad that I picked something that you guys enjoyed. When I heard that you boys didn't quite like Ion Fury, I was like, uh-oh. Oh, they might not like Serious Sam either.
Well, see, and my deal with Ion Fury and Classic Doom is just that, and I said this on the episode. It's not about the games or the one-off quips or being a man's man saying like things that make you feel strong and all that stuff. Like I get that. My deal with those games is the fact that like the levels are convoluted. And I get the fact that like you have to find the key card to open the door, but it's like, why are you hiding that key card? Like, if the objective of the game is to kill everything and make it to the next level, like, why am I killing everything and running around for 30 minutes looking for this key card?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
No.
That's my biggest thing as well, because the Black Ops series nearly was the Quake series if it wasn't for the frustration of getting lost in those levels. Yeah. But Serious Sam doesn't have any of that. So yeah, a big fun from all of us. Excellent. No spoiler section this time, guys. Like we said, we talked about the game and talked about the final boss anyway. So, Dalton, do you want to plug your stuff, my good sir, before we close out?
Yeah. Sure, man. First of all, thank you for having me on. Very much appreciated. And again, I just want to say, very happy that you loved my pick. And haha, Dane, fuck you. They liked mine and not yours. Yeah, you catch me bi-weekly over on the Steam Machine podcast. It is a bi-weekly PC gaming show where me, Willie, and Nikolov play through our ginormous backlog of video games and tell you what we think about them. We recently did the Even More Incredible Machine, but I'm not gonna lie, most of that episode is just us BSing with a little talk because there's only so much you can say about a puzzler of that nature. A puzzler with no story. Let's put it that way. Talos Principle, there was some meat to it because there was an overall narrative. This game was like, here's 160 puzzles. Have fun. So, but the next episode is going to be on Yakuza Like a Dragon. Very much looking forward to that one. And there's another one in the containment bay that we have not disclosed publicly yet, I don't believe, but I'm very much looking forward to it. It is a Patreon pick. So I'm looking very much forward to that. You can find us on anywhere you get your podcast. Just look up the Steam Machine podcast. I think it's changed now over officially to the Steam Machine PC Gaming Podcast, but either will bring it up. You can also find me over every other week on Dane and Jeff's Media Dump. I am a permanent guest host over there with those boys, and we just talk about movies and have a good time. And I believe our next one, or the next episode that's coming out, is Mystic River, which was a choice of mine. And I know what the next movie is going to be, but I'm not going to tell you yet because I don't think Mystic River has come out yet. So,
no, it hasn't.
And then JRPG Report. I am way behind. I have not put an episode out this year that I know of. That's a whole thing. That's what I got.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening to Spectre Approved once again. If you head on over to patreon.com/Spectre Approved for as little as $3 US, $5 Australian per month, you get our pre-banter prior to the show, early show release, and a monthly extra episode on a game that Fenris or I complete during that month. 2 upcoming projects are a video series on the Call of Duty Black Ops series and also a community playthrough of Date Everything, where patrons get to choose who I love, hate, or become friends with in the video game Date Everything. The first 10 options for that are going to close in the next couple of days. So if you are interested in participating on that, head on over. You can also join all 3 of us on the Steam Machine Podcast Network Discord, bit.ly/TSMP Discord, all caps. Head on over there. There's a great bunch of people and all the podcasts that Don talked about just then are over there.
Oh yeah, and you can also vote as well on some of the Steam Machine games as well over there. So yeah, come join us, join the shenanigans, as I always say.
Yeah, I recruited Chris recently to come on over because I did a recent episode on 1H1D, which is Chris and Tom's Xbox Game Pass podcast, where they cover an Xbox Game Pass game per week. I'll be on the Little Nightmares 2 episode.
Nice. That's what's up, dude.
Yeah. All right. I am Fenris. You can find me everywhere on Discord, Steam, Epic, EA, GOG, Final Fantasy 14 on Gilgamesh. So come say hi.
Excellent. And I run under most of the Spectre approved stuff on X, Blue Sky, Instagram, and Revive Pod under Infinite Backlog on Infinite Backlog, where you can follow us, put some correspondence on the games, and also see what the upcoming games for the show are. The very next episode that we have will be Baldur's Gate 2 and part 1 of Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know how many episodes Baldur's Gate 3 is going to be just yet, but after that, we have Legend of Dragoon and also Strangers of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. So a heavy JRPG couple of months.
What a
but
fucking lineup.
Fenris and I love it.
Mhm.
Yep. That's what happens when you get to pick your games every week.
Yep.
Or let a wheel do it.
I'm just like, classic CRPG. New, but also like critically acclaimed CRPG. Classic JRPG. Another JRPG. And then I'm looking at the beginning, and just my boy Sam, bringing him in. Like, come on. We're going into the RPG. Go ahead, boys.
Yep.
And also head on over to Bandcamp, where Noel the Nightmare does our intro and outro music. noelthenightmare.bandcamp.com. Go over and buy his music because it's awesome.
Yep.
Hey, thanks.
I wonder who he is. And as always, guys, any likes, shares, or anything of that nature on your podcast listening platform of choice is always very much appreciated. This has been Spectre Approved. I am Adam.
And I'm Fenris.
And happy gaming. Whoop, sorry, talked over you. Do it again.
I just said, and I was Dalton. Hey.
And happy gaming.
Happy gaming. Bye.